Have you ever found yourself looking back at the past, reflecting on decisions that could have changed the course of your life? This is a common feeling, a burden that many carry, but that we rarely share openly. Regret, especially the kind that comes late, can manifest in unexpected moments, like a whisper echoing in our thoughts. Think of stories about people who missed significant opportunities. The woman who walked away from true love out of fear, only to realize years later that life alongside him would have been richer and more fulfilling. Or the man who chose to prioritize his career over family, missing out on precious moments that can never be reclaimed. These decisions, often made in a split second, can turn into regrets that hurt for a long time, like invisible scars. What can be even more painful is the realization that the choices you made or didn't make shaped who you are. Sometimes, looking back, it's hard not to wonder, what if I had done things differently? These thoughts can lead us to an abyss of reflection, where each unmade choice becomes a shadow that follows us. The silences we leave in moments of courage can turn into screams of regret during times of introspection. These silences often speak louder than the words we say. The conversations left unstarted, the feelings unexpressed, the opportunities unexplored. Life teaches us that it takes courage to put ourselves out there, but the reluctance to act can lead to deep remorse. What remains is a sense of a path not taken, a trail lost among the forks of fate. When regret becomes a constant, it can trap us in a cycle of guilt and sadness. It's an internal struggle that can affect our relationships and our outlook on the future. Looking back can be a painful exercise, but it's also an opportunity for growth. What do these feelings teach us about ourselves? What lessons can we draw from what remains unfinished? The beauty of life lies in the nuances of what we choose to live. Each experience, every mistake, and each regret can ultimately shape us. Acknowledging these pains is an important step toward healing. By accepting what has been, you make room to embrace and appreciate what is yet to come. What would you do if you had one more chance? This question, far from being a mere speculation, can inspire actions that transform the present. Sincere regret is like an iceberg. The part we see floating on the surface is just a fraction of what we truly feel. Beneath there is a complexity of emotions, untold stories and unfulfilled longings. It is in this space that we can find deeper meaning, an opportunity to rewrite our narrative, to make peace with what has gone unsaid. Confronting regret forces us to look inward and question ourselves. What really matters to you? What can you do now so that today's pain transforms into motivation? Instead of letting yourself sink in this ocean of what-ifs, seek the light that shines in the possibility of a new beginning. Reflecting on late regrets is not just about lamenting what was not done. It's about understanding that every choice, no matter how difficult it seems, is an essential part of the journey. In the end, what will matter is not what you failed to do, but how you chose to live from the lessons learned. Ultimately, regret can be a guide, a beacon that illuminates the path if you allow it. By embracing these emotions, you can transform your pain into strength and your silences into stories of courage and growth. What you choose to do now can change everything, and that's what makes life so valuable. When you face regret, the first step is to acknowledge it. This acceptance is crucial. Ignoring or suppressing these feelings only prolongs the pain and confusion. Instead, allowing yourself to open up to these emotions can provide unexpected clarity. Ask yourself, what exactly are you regretting? Is it the choice you made or the lack of an action? Often the answer isn't straightforward, but honest reflection can help demystify your feelings. A helpful exercise is to write about your experiences. Putting on paper the decisions you consider wrong can be liberating. By translating your thoughts and emotions into a tangible format, you can see the situation from a new perspective. This doesn't mean you'll find a magical solution, but it can help you organize your feelings and better understand what you can do from this point on. For example, if you regret not spending more time with friends or family, reflect on what prevented you from acting. Was it a lack of time? An excessive focus on work concerns? This analysis can reveal recurring behavior patterns in your life. Recognizing these patterns is an essential step toward change. Moreover, regret can serve as a catalyst for action. It can motivate you to act differently in the present. If you realize that you failed to express your feelings to someone important, it may encourage you not to make the same mistake again. Regret, therefore, doesn't have to be a burden. It can become a driving force that leads you to reconsider your priorities and reevaluate how you relate to others. Moreover, it's important to remember that the people around you also deal with regrets. Sharing your experiences can not only lighten your emotional load, but also create a safe space for others to do the same. When you talk about your experiences, you can support each other and learn from one another. This type of connection is fundamental for emotional healing. Don't underestimate the power of vulnerability. By showing your weaknesses and regrets, you become more human and authentic. This can strengthen your relationships, foster empathy, and open doors to deep and meaningful conversations. In a world that often values the appearance of perfection, being honest about your struggles can be an act of courage that resonates with those around you. Another aspect to consider is how regret can influence your future decisions. It's essential to learn from the past, but it's equally crucial not to let it paralyze you. A constructive approach is to use these experiences as a guide for the future. How can you apply the lessons you've learned to new situations? Setting clear and realistic goals can help redirect your energy toward positive actions. For example, if you regret not taking a trip you've always wanted to go on, start planning that trip now. Make a list of what needs to be done and start taking concrete steps to make it a reality. This not only helps to overcome regret, but also promotes a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Additionally, it's worth considering the impact of regret on your mental health. If left unaddressed, regret can lead to feelings of depression and anxiety. Look for ways to cope with it, such as engaging in physical activities, practicing meditation, or seeking therapy. Mental health professionals can provide valuable support, helping you explore these feelings in a healthy and constructive manner. Finally, remember that life is a continuous learning experience. Every mistake and every regret has something to teach us. Instead of focusing on what was not done, begin to appreciate what you can do now. Each new day brings the opportunity to make choices that align your life more closely with your true aspirations. What can you do today to build a tomorrow you won't regret? The future is shaped by your current actions. Therefore, rather than getting lost in lamentations, seek a path that brings satisfaction and fulfillment. Regret can be a harsh teacher, but it can also be a guide that leads you to a new understanding of yourself and the world around you. Life is short and full of uncertainties, but also of possibilities. By accepting your regrets and transforming them into motivation, you can create a future more aligned with who you truly are. Value the journey, learn from your mistakes, and live fully. This is the key to turning the pain of regret into a force that propels your personal growth. Regret can be a powerful signal that something needs to be adjusted in our lives. Often it arises as a reminder that we are human, susceptible to failures and impulsive decisions. By recognizing this, you can begin to shift your perspective on what it means to make mistakes. Instead of viewing it as a burden, consider it an opportunity for growth. This mindset shift may be the first step in transforming the pain of regret into something productive. An effective way to cope with regret is to establish a healthy internal dialogue. Instead of constantly criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion. Ask yourself how you would treat a friend who is going through the same feelings. This kinder approach can help ease emotional pain and create a safe space for reflection. Recognize that mistakes are part of the learning process and that we all make mistakes. Furthermore, it's important to understand that regret doesn't have to be a final destination. It can be a starting point for new decisions. Ask yourself what changes you can implement in your routine or in your interactions with others. If you regret not staying in touch with a friend or family member, make a conscious effort to reconnect. A simple phone call or message can be a significant step toward repairing those relationships. Another aspect to consider is the practice of gratitude. Focusing on the good things you still have in your life can help lighten the burden of regret. Instead of concentrating on missed opportunities, strive to recognize and appreciate the experiences you have lived. This shift in focus may not resolve all your feelings of regret, but it can provide emotional relief that allows for a new perspective. Engaging in activities that bring joy and satisfaction is also crucial. When we involve ourselves in hobbies or interests that we are passionate about, we create moments of happiness that can overshadow negative feelings. If you have always wanted to learn to play an instrument, for example, this might be the perfect time to sign up for classes. Each new skill you acquire can serve as a reminder that there is still much to discover and achieve in life. Building new relationships is equally important. By surrounding yourself with people who share your values and support you, you create a support network that can help mitigate the effects of regret. These connections can offer new perspectives and encouragement, as well as provoke reflection on your experiences. Talking with someone who has gone through similar situations can be especially therapeutic, as it provides a space for expression and validation. Additionally, consider seeking professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide valuable tools for dealing with complex emotions. Therapy can facilitate the exploration of feelings of regret, helping to identify behavioral patterns and develop strategies to overcome them. Professionals can guide you in creating an action plan that considers your goals and aspirations, promoting a path that is more conscious and aligned with your intentions. It's also important to set realistic goals. By defining clear and achievable objectives, you give yourself direction and purpose. These goals can be both personal and professional, and should reflect your true aspirations. By focusing on what you want to achieve, you can begin to fill the voids left by missed opportunities. The feeling of progress and fulfillment can be an effective antidote to regret. Finally, don't underestimate the power of regular reflection. Set aside time to think about your experiences and decisions. This can be done through journaling, where you can note feelings, thoughts, and lessons learned. This practice not only allows for emotional release, but also helps clarify your understanding of yourself and what truly matters in your life. Over time, you may find that what once felt like a burden transforms into wisdom. Life is full of uncertainties and challenges, but each experience offers the opportunity to learn and grow. Regret, when understood and processed well, can be a valuable teacher. It doesn't have to define who you are, but it can shape who you become. By embracing your experiences, including your mistakes, you become stronger and more authentic. The journey is about finding meaning in your experiences and using those lessons to create a future that resonates with your true aspirations. Therefore, when dealing with regret, remember that you have the power to shape your own path. Each day is a new opportunity to make choices that align with who you want to be. Don't be tethered to the past, but use it as a springboard for the future. Transformation is possible, and you have already taken the first step by recognizing and confronting your feelings. What you decide to do now can open doors to a more fulfilling and satisfying tomorrow. This is the essence of living fully, learning from what has passed while always seeking what is yet to come. When we reflect on regrets, it is vital to consider how those experiences shape our identity. Every choice we make, even those that seem small at the moment, has the potential to influence us in significant ways. This becomes even more evident when we observe how some people overcome their regrets and become more resilient. A practical approach is to develop an action plan. Identifying what you truly want to change can be a powerful first step. If you feel like you've wasted time on activities that don't bring you satisfaction, start exploring new passions. Dedicate yourself to discovering what really motivates you. What have you always wanted to do, but never had the courage to try? These new interests can bring a renewed sense of purpose. Establishing a routine that prioritizes what is meaningful to you is essential. This may include regular exercise, meditation, or even reading books that challenge your perspectives. The discipline of taking care of yourself not only improves your physical health, but also contributes to a more robust emotional well-being. By focusing on your health and happiness, you begin to create a solid foundation for dealing with regret. The practice of empathy is also crucial. By understanding that everyone deals with their own pains and regrets, you become kinder to yourself. This understanding can be liberating. Often, we are our harshest critics. By recognizing that others also face challenges, you can soften your self-assessment and open yourself up to personal forgiveness. Another strategy is the pursuit of continuous learning. Regret can be seen as an opportunity for learning. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? What skills or knowledge can I develop to avoid similar mistakes in the future? This growth mindset can transform pain into a drive for self-improvement. Joining support groups or communities can be a valuable resource. Sharing your experiences with people facing similar challenges can provide a sense of belonging. By connecting with others, you can find encouragement and new perspectives. This can lighten the burden of regret and offer new ways to look at the future. The practice of gratitude also plays a significant role in overcoming regret. Recognizing and valuing the good things in your life can change your perspective. Instead of fixating on what you've lost, focus on what is still present. Make a daily list of things you are grateful for. This can help you cultivate a more positive mindset and reduce the influence of regret. Reflection on the past should be an exercise in learning, not in condemnation. As you review your experiences, seek to understand what motivated your decisions. What were you thinking at that moment? How did you feel? This analysis can not only help you understand your choices, but also develop greater emotional awareness, allowing you to make more informed decisions in the future. Additionally, consider the importance of communication. If you have regrets related to interpersonal relationships, it might be helpful to express your feelings. Talking openly with friends or family about your experiences can bring relief. Vulnerability can be a powerful step toward healing emotional wounds. By sharing your feelings, you may discover that others have similar regrets, creating a safe space for exchanging experiences. It's also important to recognize that regret is not a permanent feeling. It can fade over time, especially if you take proactive steps to change your current situation. Life is dynamic, and you have the ability to shape your future. This means that regardless of the mistakes made, there is always room for change. Regular self-assessment can be a valuable tool. Take some time to review your goals and aspirations. What do you want to achieve in the coming year? How can your past experiences guide you toward those goals? This practice can help keep you focused on your intentions and avoid distractions that might lead to more regrets. Resilience is a skill that can be developed. By facing challenges and learning from them, you become stronger. Regret can be a catalyst for that resilience. Instead of allowing it to define you, use it as fuel to become the best version of yourself. Every step you take toward change is an affirmation of your ability to reinvent yourself. Forgiveness, both of yourself and of others, should also be a priority. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is a crucial step toward moving forward. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and that's part of the human experience. Forgiveness can lift the weight of regret and allow you to live more fully in the present. Lastly, be open to the future. Life is full of possibilities, and what seems like a regret today can turn into a valuable lesson. Each new day offers the chance to start over and make choices that align with your values and desires. Stay curious and willing to explore new directions. By incorporating these practices into your life, you will not only better manage regret, but you will also discover a new sense of purpose and fulfillment. Life is a journey, and every experience, even the painful ones, can contribute to significant growth. Use regret as a guide, but don't let it define who you are. The power of transformation is in your hands. When reflecting on your past decisions, it's important to allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise. Regret can bring up sadness, frustration, or even anger. Acknowledging those feelings is a crucial step in the acceptance process. Often, we try to ignore or downplay the pain we feel, but this only delays healing. Allow yourself to feel what needs to be felt, as that is part of the journey of self-discovery. Another valuable strategy is to establish a dialogue with your inner self. Ask yourself what you could have done differently and, more importantly, why you made the decisions you did. Often, the choices we make are influenced by external factors, such as social pressure, family expectations, or even personal insecurities. By understanding these influences, you can start to separate what is truly yours from what was imposed by others. Additionally, consider the importance of seeking experiences that promote personal growth. This can include participating in courses, workshops, or even discussion groups. Learning new skills or enhancing the ones you already have can not only distract you from regret, but also provide a new perspective on what is possible in your life. By engaging in activities that fuel your passion and curiosity, you create new memories that can replace some of the pain from the past. Sometimes regret is tied to unfulfilled dreams. Ask yourself, what are your dreams? What's holding you back from pursuing them? Often, fears and insecurities can be the biggest obstacles. By acknowledging them, you can work to overcome them. Consider establishing an action plan that includes small goals that lead you toward your dream. Every step taken toward what you desire can provide a sense of achievement that eases feelings of regret. Social interactions also play a crucial role in how we cope with regrets. Talking with friends or family about your experiences can be therapeutic. Sharing your stories not only lightens your emotional burden, but also creates deeper connections with those who care about you. Often, others have similar experiences and can offer support and understanding. This creates a safe space where you can explore your emotions without judgment. Another practical approach is to write letters. You can write a letter to yourself, expressing your regrets and acknowledging what you have learned from them. Or if there are specific individuals linked to your regrets, consider writing letters that you will never send. This can help release repressed feelings and provide a sense of closure. Writing is a powerful way to process emotions and can help you find clarity. The practice of meditation and mindfulness can also be beneficial. These techniques allow you to focus on the present moment, helping to reduce rumination about the past. Meditation can provide a much-needed pause where you can observe your thoughts without attaching to them. This can be a significant relief, especially when regret becomes overwhelming. Learning to slow down and simply be present can change your perspective and alleviate emotional burdens. Investing in your mental health is equally essential. If regret persists and affects your quality of life, seeking help from a professional can be beneficial. Therapy offers a safe space to explore your emotions and develop coping strategies. A therapist can help you work through your regrets in a structured way, providing tools to manage pain and promote personal growth. The practice of gratitude, as mentioned earlier, is an effective way to counter the negative energy associated with regret. By focusing on the things you are grateful for, you shift your mindset to a more positive perspective. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. Rather, it's about balancing them with recognition of the blessings in your life. Try writing down 3 things you are grateful for every day. This practice can help transform your outlook and bring a sense of peace. Sometimes, regret is tied to self-image and self-esteem issues. If you feel bad about yourself due to past decisions, exploring those beliefs can be helpful. Work on building a positive self-image and accepting that making mistakes is part of being human. Practice daily affirmations that reinforce your self-worth and acknowledge your intrinsic value. This will not only help relieve the burden of regret, but also build your confidence. Engaging in altruistic activities can also be a powerful way to overcome regret. Helping others can provide a sense of purpose and connection. Volunteering for a cause you care about can shift your focus away from your own regrets and bring joy and fulfillment. By witnessing the positive impact you can have on someone else's life, you may find new meaning and value in your own experiences. Another practice to consider is setting boundaries. Often we feel overwhelmed by external expectations, which can intensify our regrets. Learning to say no and prioritizing your needs is essential for maintaining emotional balance. This may mean stepping away from toxic relationships or environments that no longer serve you. Establishing healthy boundaries can free up emotional and mental space, allowing you to begin healing. Exploring new cultures and life philosophies can open your mind and offer new perspectives on regret. Reading books, watching documentaries, or attending lectures can expand your understanding of what it means to live fully. Learning about other human experiences can help put your own journey into perspective. Finally, remember that change takes time. Do not pressure yourself to resolve all your regrets at once. Transformation is an ongoing process, and it's normal to have ups and downs. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these emotions. What's important is that you are moving towards growth and understanding. Regret can be a powerful force, but it can also be a valuable teacher. By accepting it and working through it, you can transform your pain into motivation and your silences into stories of resilience. That's what makes life such a rich and meaningful journey. With each new day, you have the opportunity to write a new chapter, one that resonates with your true aspirations and desires. Acknowledging regret is just the first step in transforming that experience into something constructive. From the moment you admit your emotions, you open up space for action. One way to take action is to set priorities that align your daily activities with your deepest values. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? This reflection can help guide your decisions and minimize feelings of regret in the future. Furthermore, by identifying your priorities, you can create a plan that includes both short and long-term goals. Set specific and measurable goals that are connected to your aspirations. This can be as simple as setting aside weekly time to connect with friends or family, or as ambitious as changing careers. What matters is that each goal aligns with what you value. As you outline this plan, set realistic deadlines. This not only provides a sense of urgency, but also helps maintain focus. It's common that throughout life you encounter distractions that can divert your attention from your goals. Having a clear schedule can help you stay motivated. Another effective technique is to use lists. Listing your goals and dreams can make those aspirations feel more tangible, as they might otherwise seem distant. By crossing off completed items, you'll experience a sense of accomplishment that can help alleviate the pain of regret. Remembering that regret is a natural part of the human experience can provide comfort. Everyone faces moments when they wish they had acted differently. Understanding that you are not alone in this feeling can help lighten the emotional burden. Talking to friends or joining support groups can be an opportunity for sharing and validation. Socializing is a powerful tool for dealing with regrets. When you share your experiences, not only do you lift an emotional weight, but you may also find that others have similar stories. This exchange can foster empathy and understanding, creating a safe environment for personal growth. Furthermore, seek opportunities to help others. Altruism can be an effective way to shift your focus outward. When you dedicate yourself to causes that matter to you, you can find renewed purpose and a sense of fulfillment. This kind of involvement can help combat feelings of regret, showing that there is still room to make a difference. On the other hand, it's important to acknowledge that transformation takes time. Don't pressure yourself to find quick solutions or to get over regret immediately. Emotional healing is a gradual process and unique to each individual. Allow yourself to feel, reflect, and above all, act according to your needs and aspirations. Another aspect to consider is the importance of self-care. Often, regret can be linked to a neglected mental or emotional state. Take time to care for yourself, whether through physical exercise, meditation, or activities that bring you joy. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It helps to create a solid emotional foundation that can be crucial for facing challenges. In practice, this might mean setting aside moments in your day to disconnect from obligations and care for your well-being. This could include going for a walk outdoors, engaging in a hobby, or simply relaxing with a good book. Each of these moments can contribute to a more positive perspective and help alleviate the burden of regret. Additionally, consider the possibility of seeking new learnings. Personal growth can be a powerful antidote to regret. Enroll in courses that challenge your skills or expand your knowledge. Learning is a continuous process that can open new doors and provide enriching experiences. Practicing meditation and mindfulness can also be an effective tool for dealing with regret. These techniques help calm the mind and focus on the present, reducing rumination about the past. By concentrating on the current moment, you can lessen the intensity of negative emotions associated with regret. Furthermore, seek constructive feedback from trusted individuals. Talking to someone who can offer an outside perspective can be valuable. This dialogue can help clarify your feelings and bring insights that you may not have considered. Feedback can serve as a guide for adjusting and moving forward. Strengthening your support network is also vital. Cultivating healthy and meaningful relationships can provide essential emotional support. Surround yourself with people who encourage you and challenge you to be the best version of yourself. These connections can offer a safe space to express concerns and fears, as well as being a source of motivation. Finally, never underestimate the power of forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Forgiveness is a practice that releases the emotional burden of regret. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is an essential step to moving forward. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and that's part of the human experience. By releasing this burden, you create space for new possibilities. Life is an ongoing journey of learning and growth. Each experience, even the painful ones, contributes to your development. Regret can be a powerful force, but it can also be a valuable teacher. By accepting it, you can transform your pain into motivation and your silence into stories of resilience. As you move forward, stay open to the lessons life has to offer. Each new day is an opportunity to make choices that resonate with your true aspirations. Allow yourself to be human, learn from your failures, and celebrate your victories. Remember that the future is shaped by your current actions, and transformation is possible. When you face regret, the first step is to recognize the pain it brings. Often, feeling that pain is essential to understanding what truly matters. Allow yourself to experience the emotional effects of regret without rushing to overcome them. This acceptance is an important path to healing as it provides the foundation for change. After acknowledging these emotions, it's crucial to reflect on what they mean to you. Ask yourself, what were the circumstances that led to these decisions? Often, external pressures influence our behaviors, and understanding this can help free you from a cycle of guilt. Assess whether the decisions you made were based on your true aspirations or shaped by others' expectations. This analysis can clarify your values and help align your future choices with what you genuinely desire. Self-reflection is a powerful tool. Through it, you can uncover behavioral patterns that you may be repeating in your life. Identifying these patterns can be the first step toward making meaningful changes. If you notice that you tend to avoid challenging situations out of fear, for example, this awareness can help you develop strategies to face those challenges the next time they arise. Additionally, consider the importance of setting new goals. If you feel stuck in past regrets, creating concrete objectives can provide a new focus. Ask yourself what you want to achieve in the coming months or years. Setting clear and achievable goals can give you a sense of direction and motivation. This not only helps redirect your energy, but also allows you to see progress over time. For instance, if you regret not dedicating time to a hobby, such as painting or music, start carving out some time in your weekly routine for these activities. The simple act of committing to your interests can bring a newfound sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Moreover, continuous learning can be an effective antidote to regret. Consider enrolling in courses or workshops that pique your interest. Learning new skills not only enriches your life, but can also open doors to new opportunities. Another strategy is to seek emotional support. Talking with friends or family about your feelings can relieve the weight of regret. Sharing your experiences can create a safe space for exchanging ideas and emotions. Additionally, you may find that others are facing similar regrets, which can provide a sense of connection and understanding. Don't underestimate the power of an honest conversation. Sometimes, just expressing how you feel can be a relief. If you find that your regrets are overwhelming, considering the help of a professional might be a valuable option. A therapist can guide you through your emotions and help you develop strategies to cope with pain. Therapy offers a safe space to explore your experiences without judgment. Additionally, a professional can help you identify behavioral patterns you might not be aware of. Self-care is an essential part of dealing with regrets. Take time to care for yourself, both physically and emotionally. This can include activities you enjoy, such as exercising, meditating, or simply spending time with loved ones. Self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity that can provide the emotional foundation needed to face life's challenges. Moreover, practicing gratitude can be a powerful tool. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. This can help shift your focus from what has been lost to what is still present in your life. This change in mindset can help alleviate the emotional burden of regret and allow you to see things from a new perspective. Remember that we all make mistakes. Regret is not unique, it is a part of the human experience. By accepting this, you can free yourself from the weight of guilt and shame. Life is a journey of growth, and every mistake can be a learning opportunity. What matters is what you do next. If you feel comfortable, consider writing about your regrets. Putting your emotions on paper can help you process them more clearly. Writing a letter to yourself or to someone who may be involved in your regret can be a liberating exercise. Even if you never send the letter, the act of writing it can provide a sense of closure. Additionally, reflect on what you have learned from these experiences. What lessons can be applied for the future? This reflection can help you identify ways to avoid making the same mistakes. Personal growth often comes from the ability to learn from the past and apply those lessons in the present. Finally, keep an open mind about the future. Life is full of possibilities, and each new day offers a chance to start over. Instead of clinging to what might have been, focus on how you can build a tomorrow that resonates with your true aspirations. Regret can be a sign that changes are necessary, but it can also be an opportunity for transformation. When dealing with your regrets, remember that you are not alone. Many people face their own struggles and challenges. By sharing your experiences and supporting one another, you can create an environment of empathy and understanding. This not only strengthens your relationships, but also provides a safe space for healing. Regret can be a harsh teacher, but by accepting it and working through it, you can turn your pain into motivation. Every step you take toward change is an affirmation of your ability to reinvent yourself. Life is made of choices, and each choice is an opportunity to learn and grow. Therefore, as you look to the future, stay focused on the possibilities and opportunities that are yet to come. Before you go, do two things right now. Take a deep breath and hold on to what touched your heart today. And if it makes sense, share this story with someone else who also needs to hear it.